Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Crest of Stars podcast. I'm Scott from the blog Mechanical Anime Reviews, and I will be talking mostly about Dragon Ball Super today. But before that, I want to talk about some other series. So, most of the part, I've been watching like space operas and mech shows to prepare for Mecha March, and I kind of been getting a little tired of that, mostly because some of the stuff is so great that it kind of like, well, what do I watch now? Like, this is the best thing that I really like to enjoy. But I've been watching some other things. One of them is Bookseller Honda-san. It is a short anime series, which means that each episodes are 10 minutes in length. But it's very funny in a very relatable sort of way. Like, if you ever worked in some sort of bookshop or just anywhere in general, you know a lot of the coworkers or you know how the customers are going to act. It's kind of a lot of fun in that way. And also, Honda-san is infinitely relatable. Even I would suggest they watch this in a little bit at a time because it lets you know about some of the culture of the bookseller industry and but adds in a lot of jokes at the same time. So, it is very context heavy, so, well, there you go. But in general, like, the art and animation are something you would find in Newgrounds many years ago, but I think it's still worth watching just for the context itself. And next series that I've been watching, like, slowly as well, is Sirius of Jaeger, which is, well, it takes place in after World War II Japan, and it kind of features a lot of Western monsters. Like, the protagonist is like a wolfman, the vampires are the main antagonists. Frankenstein is a research project that appears somewhere, and it, it's kind of generally average story and plot wise, but I think it excels in art and animation style, just like a lot of PA works, and it's just a very pleasant watch. I would definitely recommend it if you're interested in PA work shows and general like fantasy action shows. Now, the big thing I want to talk about is Dragon Ball Super Brawly, and it is a lot of fun. You don't really need to watch the Dragon Ball Super all the way to the end to get a feel for it. In fact, you probably don't need to watch Dragon Ball Super at all, because you know all of these characters generally. The only one that changes a little bit is Brawly, because he's giving more of a backstory, a more relatable backstory, and that's like the general 1/3 of the movie is backstory to say is how a lot of their different aspects of society and how Frieza took over and how things changed for them. It's pretty interesting. I kind of wish that anime movies were focused on that for Dragon Ball Super, but you know, I take what I can get. But general like movie just starts off pretty basic. Frieza is alive now, well again, and he goes for the Dragon Balls for some meager wish, and well, a conflict starts because Frieza also has Broly among his forces now. Well, at the beginning of the movie, at least. So Broly lets loose against Vegeta because of the backstory. Paragus' father kind of hates King Vegeta, so he wants his revenge on the prince. And well, they fight out. Vegeta and Broly first, and then it switches to Goku, and then it goes through both of them at the same time. Then Frieza gets in a little bit, and then it's Gogeta time, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, it's pretty much typical for a Dragon Ball movie. But from an art animation standpoint, it looks amazing. They tried some interesting camera techniques. There was a lot of CG, but it was good looking CG, so that's fine. Also, they gave Goku some good techniques this time. Like, he's not just flying around firing laser beams and punching, which is what I had problem with when it came to Super. Uh, it, it's just good stuff. I also like how Frieza isn't the main villain anymore, but he definitely has a hand in it, and he's definitely like he's not as powerful. Well, he is powerful, but he's behind the Saiyans now, and he's just like, I'm gonna cause all sorts of ruckus, ooh, kind of thing. He has a lot of like great petty moments in the show or this film, and he's a blast. I'm kind of glad that he's not pure hero like Vegeta is right now, but he has somewhere to go. And some more interesting things that I liked about film, like even though it is just like a punchy, fighty kind of film, there are some interesting themes. Like you could call how Frieza and Vegeta are similar. They're the very serious, up and tough kind of people, but they're not necessarily the strongest. While Goku and Broly are, well, they were abandoned on different planets, and Goku was, he had a lot of good people that picked him up in the original series, and Broly didn't. But in general, they're both this kind, free flowing kind of people, like the kind of I see the best in people. And well, I guess Broly isn't at the moment. Maybe he will be another Goku like character later on. But the world of Dragon Ball, like you don't want to be the hard and serious type of planning person because you don't usually get stronger if you obsess. Like Goku doesn't obsess over one thing and it's just fighting for the best that he can. And Brawley, well, he's given a backstory and he's very sympathetic, but he's not there yet. But maybe he will be. And I guess that's also another part that I like. Like there isn't any more, or just two Saiyans now and their offspring. There's three of them, and I think Brawley is going to be a good addition to Dragon Ball Super later on, especially if they need another tough guy to fight for Earth or anybody else. So yeah, in general, like it's a great, fun film. I want to see it again. It's just good stuff. I was like a kid again when I watched it, and I didn't think that would be possible to come to Dragon Ball anymore. But hey, look at that. So yeah, thumbs up. Go ahead and watch it, and that's it for my little review thing. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. I'm Scott from blog Mechanical Anime Reviews, and I will see you next time to see stars.